comment, and subscribe to my channel, Williams Us 1969. Y'all, I wasn't going to go on today because my head hurting. And I think my head hurting because of this pollen count. I'm not for sure. But Miss Jerry got a headache. Y'all hear me? But I was looking at all the different YouTube shorts and stuff. And y'all, it is amazing to me how many people on YouTube is doing Christian content now. YouTube gonna mess around and be a Christian content channel. Watch what I tell you. It's so many people, y'all, doing Christian content. And I'm like, you know what, Shirley? Just go on. Go on, get on your live and talk to your family about the goodness of the Lord. Because I wasn't going to come on until tomorrow. But I said, no, I'm going to go on and come on and talk about the Lord. Sit down and tarry with y'all a little bit about the goodness of God. My head hurts so bad, y'all. It's unbelievable. I took 4 Tylenols, and that still ain't stopped my head from hurting yet. 4. All 500 milligrams. Yep, welcome in. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up as y'all come in. Me and Cutie Pie, we over here at Wildwood. And we sitting out by the lake. We getting ready to go in and we getting ready to go to our place for the night in a little while. Y'all know how we do it. Yep, I got some more. I didn't want to come on until tomorrow, y'all. So we could really sit and talk about the goodness of the Lord. And what better time than the Sabbath day, you know? Ain't no better time to talk about the goodness of the Lord than on his day. I'm going to turn that off. I got a lot of things that I done add. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I'm going to wait till some of y'all come in here. I had the live scheduled and then I canceled it. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Y'all hit the thumbs up button as y'all come on in my house. Welcome in. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Williams Us 1969. Hey, how are you? My own business, International Ladies Undergarments Dealer. Oh, yeah? What kind of undergarments do you sell from Dubai, babe? Hello. Hello. Are you like done? Are you done? I just got started. How can I be done? Y'all hit the thumbs up button as y'all come in. Hit the thumbs up button as y'all come in. And I don't allow no solicitation on my channel, babe. I really don't. Unless you get my permission, don't come on my channel and sell your product. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You get my permission, Sheikah, whoever you is. Are you like done? Yes, you are. You finna get up out of here. You disrespectful. You don't do stuff like that on people's channels. You get their permission to do that. You understand? I don't mind helping nobody, but don't take me for granted and don't just come on this channel doing anything. You understand that? Because it's a divine order on this channel that everybody got to follow, include me. And we will, or y'all won't be here. Period, point dot. I don't like that. No need to be disrespectful. Helping, or whatever that means. I don't know what you're talking about, Rodriguez. Right. And don't come on here. Can I tell you something? Yayo Gold, listen to me. Don't come on here lying about you gifted nobody no $100 because you haven't. You understand? You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do none of that. See, that's the type of stuff that Jesus don't like. You understand what I'm saying? We don't beg on this channel. It's free will, everything on this channel. Believe that. We don't ask for. Only thing I ask y'all to do on my channel is hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna wait until some more of my people come in here, and I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all something that y'all ain't gonna believe. And what I should have done was kept my live scheduled for today, but I canceled it until tomorrow because I wasn't gonna come on because my head been hurting me real bad, and I wasn't gonna come on. But then I said, you know what, Shirley, do you and y'all know what I just said. No, I'm gonna come on because of the simple fact you got all these people now on YouTube talking about the goodness of the Lord, and I love it. You understand what I'm saying? Because no matter where you go in this world, and no matter where you reach, and no matter how high of a height you reach, you always got to come back to the Lord. Y'all, I got a testimony, another one that I want to share with y'all, but I'm gonna wait until some of my family members come in here from my community, because I don't want to repeat myself. Because I want to tell y'all about the goodness of the Lord. I really do. I need everybody to hear this, because y'all not going to believe this. Hey, Mr. Jerry, y'all is not going to, y'all, the things that I go through out here in van life is unbelievable. That we go through, me and my husband, because what I go through, he go through. What he go through, I go through. You understand? Y'all ain't gonna believe some of what I just went through. Y'all, I got a $1,728 quote for what I just went through. I'm gonna wait. It's 4 y'all in the live. I'm gonna wait a few minutes longer, because after I tell this, I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm not. It's an order in which everything you have to do. But see, the only reason why I'm not so hard on the order is because I canceled the live for today because my head was hurting. But then when I look, my name is Jerry, baby. Ain't nothing big about me. My name is John. My name is Jerry. I'm a child of the Lord, and that's what I would like for you to refer me as. You could say, "Hey, Miss Jerry, how you doing today?" That's good enough for me. I thank you so much. But after I started, I was laying down, me and Cutie Pie on the bed. And there go Cutie Pie right there. Y'all see her? There go Cutie Pie. And hey, how you doing today? Hey, Rita. Hey, Nika. I'm gonna wait until some more of my regular family community members come in here. And y'all, I got something to tell y'all. I was gonna wait and tell y'all tomorrow, but I was laying back there in the bed, and y'all, I'm talking about every other thing that came on. I'm glad to hear that, reading. Good to see you in, baby. Every other thing that came across my live content that came across my live feed was about the Lord. And I said, you know what? I'm finna get up and I'm finna tell this testimony. Because I may not be here tomorrow. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? We made it through another day's journey. The Lord kept us here for a reason. See, y'all, when I'm at the park, wherever I'm at, I just don't. I really don't. I don't know why I don't. And y'all know what? So many people, they steer up to mine in van life, and I ain't biting. I'm not doing that. Where I go to be with the Lord, to start my day off with the Lord, and talk with Mr. Jerry and God. It's a lot of people out in this particular park in the morning time. And then another thing that I noticed that I've been coming in encounter with is a lot of people that got vans. They like to come around, around me and in my space. And, I guess they be wanting to talk about, about van life or whatever. I'm not going to do that with y'all, baby. I'm not about to discuss nothing. You understand? This is a sacred journey. This ain't nothing where you be out here be like, yeah, I'm in van life. You in van? No, because guess what? Can you hear me now? Let me make sure my call off my Bluetooth because I had to go pick up some medicine today, a cutie pie from Amazon from okay baby, from one of the lockers. And when you going to pick up stuff from Amazon from the lockers, they they want your location to be on. So when you get to the locker, y'all know how it go. But anyway, it's a lot of them. They come and they park right next to me. And I guess they want to commerce on our van. No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that, y'all. Van life is a sacred life. You understand what I'm saying? Van life ain't for everybody. And van life is not to be spreaded, y'all. That's not what van life is for. It's dangerous in van life. Do y'all hear me? Van life is a secluded, sacred walk that you own with the Lord for whatever reason you put yourself on that walk. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Van life is not to be advertised and splattered everywhere. Because the same people that be trying to hook themselves up with you is the same ones that'll come back and turn around and put a bullet in your head. I ain't having it. I did my second try-in today for my implants. I didn't like them. I told him, I said, no, I need you to send them back and I need them done right. You understand? So I go back again on the 22nd. And I told him, I said, when I come back on the 22nd, I hope they done got them right. Because if not, I don't want them. I'm going to go somewhere else and I'm going to get my implants done. Because, I've been waiting too long for stuff. And I can't do it, y'all. But anyway, let me tell y'all what happened. Seasons, I kept putting seasons in gear, right? And I noticed that every time I put her in reverse or drive or even park, you'll hear a loud click. So I said, that sounds like my drive shaft. So I got a Puerto Rican friend that owns a car shop, a auto body shop out here where I be. But he can't work on seasons because of the max air fan and her solar panel. His base is not tall enough. So when he put seasons on his lift, it's not tall enough. What is this? Look at this shit. Just be all around you and you don't even know they around you. So anyway, like I was saying, seasons ain't tall enough. I mean, the basin wasn't tall enough for seasons to be put on his lift. So when I go by there, when I hear stuff, I go to him and I asked him, I said, hey, Raul, I said, what do this sound like to you? He diagnosed the problem, and then I go get it fixed. Okay, y'all. Before I left here, I don't trust nobody out here, y'all. Nobody. People creep up all around you. See, they can't see in this van no more, no way, no how, because I literally got it darkened out. Well, when we finish seasons, we got 2 more things to do this season, and we done, inside and out. And I'm gonna give y'all a 5-star tour of seasons from the inside to the out. Okay, so y'all just got to hold on. A change is coming. Okay, and you can't see in seasons no more, y'all. No way, no how. Okay? And when you look around, people are fascinated by vans. Now all of a sudden. They fascinated. Because a lot of people waking up to van life and car life that's been asleep for a long time, that didn't have an idea that this was a phase that's been going on, I know of, for 5 years. And maybe longer than that. But I can account for 5 years because I've been studying it for 4, and now I'm in it in the 5th year. Okay? So, back to seasons. Raul told me, he said, that's your drive shaft. Those are your universal joints that need to be replaced. Hold that thought, because I got to break it down in order for y'all to understand the roundabout and how good God is. Most High is. I need y'all to listen to this, okay? Y'all, when I left here 5 years ago, I had an A1 mechanic. When I say A1, I'm talking about this man could fix a car with his eyes closed. You understand? That's how good he was. But people change, y'all. People change. And see, that's what we fail to realize. We don't see for some strange reason. And I don't get this, even down to our mothers. We don't never see our mothers and fathers as getting old and can't do the things that they used to do. When my mom, after dear had her aneurysm, y'all, we literally always seen our mother together, dressed, nice, church, Christian, cussing, fussing, in the kitchen, preparing dinners, the whole 9, being a mom, being a Medea. You understand? When my mom got older, y'all, didn't nobody see it. For some strange reason, our eyes couldn't grasp that our mama had got old. You understand? Back to the story. People get old, y'all. People get weak. People change. They're not the people that we used to know 3, 4, and 5 years ago. And you never think about that until you're in the thick of it. Okay? So, my mechanic that I used to know, y'all, before I left here, I dealt with him for over, I want to say, for about 30-some years. I dealt with this man. He done watched me go from an ordinary country girl to a big time drug dealer to a lightweight kingpin bitch to now a Christian in the Lord. You understand? He saw the change in me, but I couldn't see it in him. Make a long story short, I goes to him and I said, we're going to call him P. I said, P, I need My universal joints changed on my drive shaft. Y'all, P done became an alcohol, 55 years old, my age. P done became an alcoholic. P done reverted back to his younger years. You understand that? This man drink. This man smoke. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. This man smoke. This man do everything under the sun. And ain't nothing wrong with doing it, y'all, if that's what you want to do in your spare time. But ain't no time to be messing around doing that when you up under somebody's vehicle. Let me tell y'all what happened. Come on with the story, Miss Jerry. I goes to him last Friday. Y'all, I was up here where I'm at now. Let me show you. I'm going to keep on talking. Where I'm at now. I was up here where I'm at now, this Wildwood. And something told me, lay down, Shirley. Lay down, Miss Jerry. My head was hurting, y'all. I wasn't feeling my best. For some strange reason, something came over me. And it was nothing but the Holy Spirit telling me to stay where I'm at and rest your head. Always, through all things, acknowledge God. Most High, Yeshua. Always acknowledge him, and he gonna direct y'all path. That's what he did, y'all. But Miss Jerry, go be seasoned. You know, for not being in the, I wasn't out the realm. I just didn't consult before I move forward. I didn't say, Father God, is this you? Is this you, Father, telling me to lay down and rest and don't move? Y'all, I get over there. I get ready to leave. I was over there at 4:30. I get ready to leave. I hear this noise. I go back the next morning before it was time for me to go to work. Hey, Ted. How you doing, babe? Good to see you. Welcome in. Look, before it's time for me to go to work, I go back the next morning. Something in my head told me, that's that drive shaft, Peter. That's them universal joints he done put on your drive shaft. I called Conrad, make an appointment to go to Conrad on Monday. Y'all get in Conrad. But see, when you in the realm of the Lord, you don't lose. See, before I went to Conrad, I prayed. I did it right this time. I get to Conrad. Before I get there, I said, Father God, me and Mr. Jerry prayed. I was on vacation, and it flew by. I go back to work tomorrow. You got this. You got this, baby. I'm so proud of you. I remember when you got that job. Hey, Rose, how you doing? But anyway, let me finish telling y'all. I get to Conrad. After I let this man put these universal joints on my drive shaft, y'all, I get to Conrad. The dude came in there and looked at me, and he said to me, He said, I ain't talking to you. Now, I got P on the phone the whole time. I said, no, you didn't. I said, what's the problem? He said, it's your drive shaft. He said, I don't even know how you got here. God drove you here. Most High drove you here. This is what he said. He said, God was with you. Jesus loved you. Because ain't nowhere in the world, Miss Jerry, you drove that van from where you came from to here, and you made it. Y'all, wasn't no rings, wasn't no universal joints. The locking pins in the drive shaft, in the drive shaft was gone. God drove me there. Do y'all hear me? Everything was gone, y'all, on this side. Gone. Jesus was holding up the drive shaft in place. Do y'all hear me? Y'all. I'm finna let y'all see the estimate. Do y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Let me see. Let me show you. Let me show you how good God is. Do y'all see? Wait, let me see. Do y'all see what that estimate say? Please tell me y'all see it. That estimate say $1,728 for drive shaft assembly. Y'all, the whole drive shaft had to be replaced. Let me tell y'all what I did. I cussed. I fussed. I went off. But at the same time, Mr. Jerry's telling you, I'm talking to the Lord in my head. Because see, when you need something specific from the Lord, you can't let the devil hear that. You got to talk to him in your head. Because when the devil hear, see, the devil can't fuck with what he can't hear. You understand? He can't stop it. He can't ambush it. He can't put a damper in it. He can't do a goddamn thing. The only thing he can fuck with is what he hears. You understand me? Pay attention to the message, not the message. Y'all hear me? I started talking to the Lord in my head and Mr. Jerry out loud. YP was on the phone. I'm cussing him out. I said, you out your goddamn mind. I said, man, you ain't done crawled your ass up under my van and done did this. I said, do you know I could have died? Y'all, let me finish telling you. New drive shaft assembly, $1,490.86. Y'all hear me? And this right here is a remanufactured one. This ain't even a new one. Let's keep going. It says labor ain't but $74.50. The part $1,490.86. The labor, y'all, one but $74.50. Shop supplies, whatever that means, $34.97. Sales tax, $128.03. They had me fucked up. Let's keep going. So I looked at the dude, Chris, and I told him, I said, thank you. Thank you so much. He said, Miss Jerry, he said, you don't need to drive this van. I said, guess what? I serve a mighty God. I said, the Lord got me here and he gonna get me back. I said, and guess what it ain't gonna cost me? $1,700. I, I told him, I said, it ain't gonna never cost me $1,728.36. I said, baby, you ain't got one. I said, I'm a child of a king. You understand that? Period. I said, I have learned my lesson by acting off of impulse. Through all things, delight yourself in the Lord, and he gonna direct your path, no matter how dark your path may seem. Y'all, I got in there, in that Conrad, and I started reciting things and started talking to the Lord in my head, and got in my van and drove my van back out here where I'm at, where I be at, where I tarry at, where God done put me at. I got back in my van, and my van made it back out here. Y'all understand? Right around the corner from my resting place. No locking pins. No universal joints. No rings. None of that. All that was gone. I made it back out here. I'm talking to the Lord in my head. I said, and I'm telling the Lord, I said, you know what? I said, I'm so sorry. Because this was you telling me to lay down up at that park. That was you that brought that headache in my head so I wouldn't move and go over there and let this man fuck with my car, Lord. But I didn't delight myself in you, and please forgive me. Y'all, I'm praying the whole time in my head, and I'm talking to the Lord, and I hear the Lord saying, you gonna make it. You hear me? Y'all, my husband was at work, so Mr. Jerry couldn't talk to me all the way back out here. So I didn't have my husband, but I had the king. You understand that? If I can't go nowhere else, I can go to the rock. I made it back out here, y'all. I got out here. I talked to my dad. And I told my dad what was going on. I said, Daddy, I need to rent a car. I said, because Seasons is not going to make it over there to pick this man up. I said, this man is going to put Seasons back together the way he found her. And I told him, y'all, I said, you can do one of three things. I said, you can either give me the $1,728 to get it fixed at Conrad. We can go to my friend's junkyard, Cash's junkyard, get another dry shaft with everything already on there, and you can come and fix my van. Y'all ain't no need me lying. And I told him, I said, or I could shoot you in your motherfucking leg, and I could cripple you for the rest of your life. Which one is it gonna be? I said, it's all up to you. I said, but one thing Miss Jerry ain't finna do, she ain't finna take no $1,700 loss, babe. She can do that. Y'all understand me? We went. The next morning, I got one of my daddy's vehicles. I went and picked him up. And ain't no need of me lying, y'all. I stood on business. I cussed that man out from the time he got in my van to the time he got in my dad's car to the time we went to Cash, picked up this dry shaft, because we didn't have no other choice. See, some things you got to do on the spare, especially when you out here in van life. You can't afford to wait for something 3 and 4 days. Sometimes you got to get a right now fix, and you got to find it. And I did. I'm praying in my head, Father God, I don't want to shoot this man. But at the same time, I'm not going to let this man take advantage of me. I'm not going to do that. I hear the Lord say, relax. Relax. I'm talking to my father the whole time in my head. Y'all, when they got this man, we went and got that, picked up that drive shaft. It took him 10 minutes to put it in. I said, check behind yourself. Not once, but twice, but 3 times. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I got in my van. I cranked seasons up, and I drove seasons and season 6. $126 for a new drive shaft. He sat in my daddy car, and he said, I'm so sorry, dark skin. See, that's my street name. I'm so sorry. I said, my name is Jerry, baby. Dark skin dead. If I was still dark skinned, you wouldn't be sitting here telling me you're sorry. I said, all old things are washed away and you be made new. And I told him, I said, P, I said, I wish you well in this world and everything you set out to do. My Father in heaven knows I wish you well. I'm going to pray for you as time allows and as you cross my mind. I wasn't going to lie to that man, tell that man, oh, I'm going to pray for you. And then when you cross my mind, I'm going to say a prayer for you, baby. I said, but as for now, our trail done ran its course. I'm not dark-skinned anymore, baby. You understand? Dark skin is a street girl, a young street girl that wasn't in the realm of the Lord, didn't care about the Lord, didn't have the Lord on her agenda at all. That's who dark skin was. My name is Shirley Dukes Williams, aka Miss Jerry, and I'm a child of a king. You understand? That's who I am. All old things are washed away. And see, when you bring that person back to life for 1 minute, 1 second, one milliliter, you get away from the people that want to make you turn around and go back when you done put away all childish things. You understand? God Most High continuously smiles on me, y'all. He's been good to me. That's why when people come up in my shorts, in my lives, and want to contest about the Lord, I'm not finna do that with y'all. Where would I be? Where would I be? Where would I be if it had not been for the Lord on my side? Where would I be? Ask yourself that. Where would I be? Ask yourself that. You understand that? And if you can see a change in where you was to where you at now, you already know who presence you in. You understand that? And who grace and mercy done covered you. You understand, y'all? As good as a mechanic as this man was. You done reverted back to your younger years, to where you want to drink and smoke and kick it and talk shit with your friends when you supposed to be about business. Come on, y'all. Come on. Them days behind me. You understand me? Them days gone. Them old things that grace and mercy done washed away from me. And I'm not finna let nobody bring them back. I can't give up now. I can't turn around, y'all. Y'all, when you meet somebody in your past and you want to bring them in your future and they can't see the new you, the new creature in Christ, you got to lead them in the back. You understand? Don't let nobody from your past bring out the beast, bring out the spirits, bring out the monsters, bring out the bad people, bring out none of that you done prayed and asked God, asked Most High to deliver you from. Because if you turn around, you may not be able to get back. You understand? Because we living in ever-changing times. Do y'all realize how many people I used to know that used to ball, that used to be on top with me, that ain't there no more? That ain't even here no more. That ain't even on this earth anymore. They thought they gone because they turned around. They reverted back to where Most High delivered them from. Y'all, why y'all think I'm out here by myself? Y'all know how many doors I know that I could walk in? Do y'all know that? But I choose to keep going. I choose to stay going this way. I ain't going back. Because I may not be able to make it back. You understand? By the time this life is over. We don't know the hour. We don't know the minute. We don't know the milliliter. And we don't know the second that the Grim Reaper gonna say. Don't let him catch you. Don't let him catch you with your work undone, baby. Because we crossing over one by one. Do y'all hear me? I'm trying to tell y'all, keep y'allself in line with Most High. Because when y'all think Most High ain't there, baby, it's in the dark of the night, it's in the storm, it's in the thick of it, that His grace and mercy hugs you and carry you. It's always two footprints in the sand. It's yours and it's His. And together, y'all gonna walk whatever path is meant for you. Y'all, when I tell y'all, me and my husband, we, out of everything we done lost on this journey with me, we went in it back twice as big. Cause guess what? A change has come. Y'all hear me? Our sunshine after Friday, our sunshine done came, y'all. When I put this last piece of thing together, I'm going to introduce y'all to Caesar. I'm going to introduce y'all to the person, to the van that my Father in heaven gave us. And I got a portfolio out this world for a return investment on a 1998 Chevy Econoline 1500. Y'all hear me? And when I tell y'all I look good in this van, driving this van, what mess them up when they see a woman, a little short woman, get up out this van. They like, you pushing that. I said, no, my Father is. He takes the wheel. I just drive. Period. The reason I got to tell y'all everything that I go through, the good, the bad, the indifferent, is for the people that want to get in my comments and say, God ain't real. Jesus not real. It was never proven. I said, you breathing, ain't you? You woke up this morning, didn't you? You started on your way, didn't you? You made it back home, didn't you? You think you did that? All on your own? Baby, I'm here to tell you, grace and mercy covered you, and he didn't have to. You understand that? We all got a day. We do. That's inedible. We all got a day, y'all. But we also got a promise from the Lord for those that serve, trust, and believe him. Y'all know what I pray and I tell my Father? I said, Lord, I said, I know when I get to heaven, I'm going to sign my lease on my mansion. But can I see some of it here on earth? Can I see the grace? You understand? That's all you got to do. Get on your knees. I can't get on my knee. I've had a knee replacement, but I get on my knees. You understand that right here in this room? Y'all, Cutie Pie be all up. Come here, Cute. Come on. Cutie Pie be all up on my head, messing with me. When I be on my knees, I be like, leave me alone. And she be all on my head. Say hi. Everybody hi. Say hi, y'all. Said we pray at night. Said that's what we do. Said me and my mommy, we pray. We pray for Most High to help us. Sure do. Yeah. This my old girl. This me and Mr. Jerry baby right here. This our baby girl. Stop trying to dig my face. You gonna go over there and eat? Y'all ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Sit on your pillow. Sit on your pillow, girl. Y'all ain't got time for that. No. I got through all things. Y'all right, let me show y'all where I was last Friday. Y'all see up there through them trees right there? It's another parking lot. I was right up through them trees right there asleep with a bad headache, with a terrible headache. And I got in this van and went over there to that man. And it all fell through. But see, when you a child of a king, y'all, he ain't gonna let nothing happen to y'all. Y'all, I got back in this van. And I drove this van back over here on a whole nother side of town. It couldn't go no further after that because she got to shaking real bad. Then that's when I called on my dad. And I got one of his vehicles. And it went like clockwork. You understand? See, when people know you ain't nothing to play with, they know you. See, he remember me. He remembered he remembered dark skin. He didn't get to know Miss Jerry. He didn't want to know Miss Jerry. See, Miss Jerry ain't loud and rude and boisterous and crazy and dumb and all that other stuff. See, Miss Jerry ain't none of that. Dark skin was a young, wild ass girl who had lost her way. You understand what I'm saying? That's who dark skin was. That's who she was. Dark skin gone, y'all. Dark skin ain't never coming back. Sure not. Not if Miss Jerry got anything to do with it, she not. Because dark skin was a dark figure that didn't give a fuck about nobody. Miss Jerry loved everybody. You understand? Even if I don't mess with you, I'm still praying for you. And I'm still asking Most High to bless you and to comfort and keep you. Even my old members of my community that is no longer a part of my community, I'm praying for them. I sure am. Y'all, I got so much to show y'all. So many additions to season. But the reason why I'm not doing it, because you don't, it's a difference in sharing and boasting. See, when you want to show accomplishment, you gather up all your nuts and you put them in a basket and you show them one time. But when you boasting and you bragging, you show every little step you take. And we don't boast and we don't brag because we're children of the Most High. And when I share and show y'all things, I share and show y'all because I want y'all to see Most High grace and mercy. And when you ask for things, He will give it to you. You understand? No matter what journey you on, whatever you need, if He gave it to you, He gonna help you complete the process. But you just got to believe, and you got to hold on, and you got to wait for your change to come. You understand that? Don't worry. He's not going to leave you. He ain't going to forsake you. He's going to be right there with you. Through and through, the whole step of the way. All you got to do is trust Him and believe. Y'all, when I tell y'all I didn't panic, I was mad. I was more madder. I was too mad to panic. I was too mad. I'm like, ain't this about that? Because in my mind, I'm like, this motherfucker know good well I'm not about to give him $1,728. He know I ain't finna do that. Let me tell you what Mr. Jerry gonna say. Mr. Jerry gonna say, I just want it fixed. I said, babe, we not getting ready to shell out no $1,728 for a job that only costs $74 for labor. That's how you know it's not serious. If the labor cheaper than the part, y'all run y'all asses to a Savage shop. You understand? Because if we had bought it new locally, it would have been $924. We ain't doing that. Not on no 1998. We're not doing that. That's not a return investment. You understand? That's a waste of money. And all I was doing is praying in my head. I said, I don't need you fucking with me. I'm going to tell y'all just what I said. Y'all, people was looking at me like I was crazy. I said, Satan, I don't need you fucking with me right now. You understand? Because I really want to beat your ass. I don't need you, I'm right in Conrad saying this. I don't need this bullshit from you right now. I went in prayer in my head. I sat there for a minute in my van. I said, Caesar, I said, we got to make it back. And I need you to get us there. Whole time I'm praying in my head. We got up here to Wildwood, not that far from where we lay our head at night. Y'all cute if I love being back. She loved being back. I cleaned this up, and I put our smell in here. And then I invited the Holy Spirit. Y'all hear me? Y'all, I'm just fussing in my head. And I'm talking to my Father the whole time. We got up here to Wildwood. When it was time for us to leave, to go where we were going, my dad told me, he said, baby, go on and drive your van. Ain't nothing gonna happen. He said, just don't drive fast. Take your time. And that's exactly what I did. I took my time. Yesterday morning came, my dad bought me one of his vehicles, and he drove my van up to a spot for me for this guy to work on, because I don't take nobody nowhere I patronize in van life, because it's not safe. I took him up by the AutoZone just in case it was something we needed. We right there. But I had my dad's car too, so I was good. But I just wasn't gonna take him nowhere where I patronize in van life. I'm not gonna do that. I took him up by the AutoZone. 10 minutes. My van. And I bid farewell to him. He told me, he said, I want to pay you the money back for the drive shaft you just bought. And I want to pay you for your universal joint. Y'all know what I told him? I said, sir, you don't owe me anything. I said, all I wanted you to do was restore us back to the way you found us. I said, you take that money and you tithe it. I said, if you want to do something for me, tithe it in the church. I said, better yet, get yourself together. I said, because the person you looking at ain't the person you used to know. She gone. She not coming back. I said, lucky for you, ain't it? He said, hell yeah. Because y'all, I talk with my hands. You understand? I don't know no other way to talk, especially in an argument, in a disagreement. That's why I try not to get in them no more. And if I got to go there with you, we can't do nothing else. You take me back to the least little place where I came from, I ain't dealing with you no more. I don't care who you are. You understand that? Because I don't want to turn around. I want to keep moving forward. I'm trying to get to where Most High want us to be and what he got for us. I keep turning around, I ain't gonna never get there. But if I eliminate people, places, and things along the way that's trying to take me there, Most High gonna lift me up and take me higher. Y'all hear me? I'm back. Remember me, happy face. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Thank you. Yeah. See, you don't deal with people that don't see the new you. You don't deal with them. And there's a lot of people, y'all, that do not want to accept people when they done change. You understand? They want you to stay in the drama. They want you to stay in the mix. They want you to stay in the chaos. They don't want you to level up. Because when you level up, baby, that's Jesus. Elevating you up, rising you up to get ready to let you shine bright like a diamond. And when people see that, they bring bullshit to you. Oh, I checked him real good, y'all. When I put him out of my van, when I put him out my daddy Equinox, I wouldn't even let him sit in season. Because I had just cleaned seasons up. And I put good sense in here to welcome Most High. That's it. And when people see that you elevated, they can see it, y'all. Don't think they can't see the change in you. They can see it. Everybody can see it. But they can't accept who you are. They rather try to bring you back to that person that you used to be than accept who you are now. Leave them people alone, y'all. Them people don't want to see y'all make it. Them people don't want to see good things happen to you. Because people that want to see you make it and see good things happen to you, they not going to refer to you as the person you used to be. They going to respect who you are today, in this time, in this place right now. Period. To God, to Most High, be the glory. Do y'all hear me, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. Since I've been in van life, I can count how many times I done woke up mad, confused, a whole bunch of times, aggravated, oh yeah, but man, nope, just like today, when I came from getting my hair done, y'all. My dad was supposed to come out here and check and make sure everything good. My head instantly started hurting. Y'all know what I did? I prayed to Most High in my mind. And y'all know what came to me? The last headache you had, I told you to lay down. You didn't listen. You didn't have an ear to hear. You wanted what you wanted. And look what happened. Now, I'm putting another headache over you. What you gonna do? Y'all came in here, took my clothes off, put on my night clothes. This is what I do when I go home for the day. This is my home. I'm at home. I put on my night clothes. I tied my hair up. I went back there, laid on my bed. I laid quiet. I didn't turn on the TV or nothing. I just laid quiet. Talked to Mr. Jerry. I said, babe, I got a headache. I'm going to lay down. He said, you not going on? I said, I really don't feel like it. I said, I got a headache. I called my dad. I told my dad, I said, Daddy, I said, if you don't feel like getting up on the seasons today, I said, you ain't got to. I said, go on and rest. I said, because I got a headache too. And I know it ain't nothing but sinuses. I heard it in my daddy's voice. I said, Dad, go and take you a couple of allergy pills. I said, that's all you need. Go to Dollar Tree and get you some allergy pills and take you 2 of those and just go lay down and pray and sit still. Everything gonna be okay. I said, we gonna get together. I said, whatever this is, Most High got it. My Father, my God is awesome. He got it. I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him deal with it. Because his back's strong enough to carry all my burdens. But I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna lay still for a while. And I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all, when I laid down, I got up and I prayed. And I started watching content on YouTube and every other thing, content that came across my timeline was about the Lord. I said, let me go on. Because somebody needs to hear this. They need to hear what Most High did for me. And how he keep blessing me. Y'all ain't seen, y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Wait until I invite y'all into the home. Wait until I show y'all everything. I'm still waiting on 3 things to come from Amazon for my front, but really 4. And I made an appointment for Friday to go get the finishing touches on the outside. When everything come together, I'm going to introduce season to y'all. And y'all going to see the goodness of the Lord. Because YouTube, I done gave every last one of them texts, them analysts, the wizards behind the curtain, that's pulling the curtain, the ones that's holding the pen, the ones that's upholding my progress. I done talked to my Father about y'all. And a lot of y'all going through a lot of changes right now and don't even know why. Remember what y'all doing to Miss Jerry. Miss Jerry is a child to a king, and he loves me, and I love him. Oh, how I love him. You understand? When you mess with children of a king, things go. They sway. They sway. I don't know who you are, but Most High do. And he gonna deal with y'all. Y'all understand that? That's why I don't talk about it no more. This the business right here that he want me to take care of. Continue to show my goodness and my grace. Continue to be a sanctuary for me. Draw all men unto me, my daughter. And I'm going to lighten your load, and I'm going to pave your way. And that's what I'm going to do. In Jesus' name. Y'all should have heard that dude telling me all kind of stuff that could happen to this man. That could happen to me. What Miss Jerry is? Crohn's disease probably acted up a lot. But what Miss Jerry is? Right here from y'all. Whole, sound, and in her right mind. I called the guy Chris back, and I told him, I said, Chris, I said, you my brother, and I love you so much. I said, but ain't nothing wrong with work, but there's a whole lot of things wrong with dishonest practices at work. I said, you better change your ways, baby. Because if you don't, you're going to be in for a bad ride for a long time. And you may not make it out. You know what that man asked me? He said, can I get your number so we could talk? I said, no. Pray. You don't need to talk to me. I already know what's going on with you. The same man that gave me this message to bring to you is the same man that's waiting on you to come to him. You don't need to talk to me. Look to the hills which cometh your help. All your help comes from the Lord, not from this year, but from him who lightens your path. I don't have the authority to do anything. I don't have the strength. I don't have the means to lighten nobody's path. My Father do. The only thing I can do is direct you to him. I can intercede with you, but I'm not going to intercede for you. He don't want to hear from me. He want to hear from the person that's conflicted. And see, a lot of us, we feel like we done paved our own way. You go ahead. You keep on thinking like that. Baby, we ain't got the power to do nothing. Not even to get up in the morning. Not even to open up our eyes. Not even to open up our mouth. To have a sound mind. Don't none of that come from us. It comes from the Lord. Not us. You need to use the bathroom. Come on. Yeah. And see, y'all, we need to understand that. Because a lot of people thinking that our ways and the things that's happening to us and for us, we doing it ourselves. No, you're not. But I can tell you this. And I'm gonna say this. And I'm no means racist, prejudiced, or nothing. Come here, cutie pie. Get your behind over here. Where you going? Come on here. Get here. Where you going? Come here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Sit down. Y'all, I'm gonna say this, and by no means, Miss Jerry was born and raised in Selma, Alabama. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. I don't see color. I don't go through none of this. But what I am, I'm a truth teller. And I may as well go on to tell the truth because the Lord hears it. He knows it. To my white people, and I ain't talking about all of them, I'm talking about the ones that think that everything y'all got, everything y'all not, and everything y'all want came from y'all. A lot of y'all got blessed abundantly because y'all stick to the code and the blueprint of salvation. Well, Miss Jerry, what is the code and the blueprint of salvation? It's the work you do for others. I will bless you abundantly and forevermore. Y'all hear me? Y'all, you can find the most racist people in this world that do not like you, that do not like the color of my skin. But they got everything. They got boats, they got cars, they got trucks, they got big, beautiful homes, they got money. But with all of that too, they got bondage and they got problems. Don't think they don't, because they do. But they also got blessings from the Lord. And the reason being, even though they got their own personal hatred towards people that look like me, they still will give you $1. You understand that? Want me to tell you why? They rather give you that $1, not only to make themselves feel big, because they real small, but to also be in line with Most High. That $1 that racist person gave y'all probably gained them $10,000 or whatever it is that they prayed and asked Most High for. They got it. That's why a lot of people, sit down and be quiet. That's why a lot of people that you see blessed abundantly, and you be like, now how in the hell they got this, that, and this, and as mean and racist as they is? Because they stick to the code and the blueprint or how to get to the blessing. That's how. You can be the meanest person in the world, the hatefulest person in the world. You got to remember, Most High is abundant. Most High is grateful. Most High is merciful. Most High is forgiving. He's everything we not. Even though we can't understand it, our understanding never be his. That's how they got it. You understand that? I don't know no other way to tell you. I don't. That's the only way I could seriously tell y'all how to get, how hateful, mean, dirty, rotten, low down, racist people got a piece of that cattle on 1,000 hills. Because no matter what, my Father holds true to his word. You understand that? He don't leave us. We leave him. You understand? He loves and adores us. We the ones always turning our back and running away and chopping off our olive branch. Most I don't do that. We do that. That's right. Whatever he says in his word, that's what's going to hold. If he tell you, if you bless this person, this, if you go throughout the world blessing my people, it's the work you do for others that I'm going to bless you back sevenfold forevermore. No matter what it is. That's why you see them with abundance. Because they stick into the blueprint of life. That's it. That's it. Now the heart, he going to deal with it. Mm-hmm. He gon' he gon' he gonna deal with all of it. He gonna deal with it. Don't think he ain't, because he is. Because guess what? Even though he the same person that done blessed you abundantly, because you keeping his word, and you living out his word, so he got to reward you for that. But at the same time, if you out here being hateful and low down and mean to people, that same hand that blessed you gonna be the same hand that's gonna treat you. You understand? That's all I'm gonna say about that. So all of y'all that's walking around here being racist, being prejudiced, looking down on people, judging people by the color of their skin instead of the content of their character, and just judging people, period. You got a day coming, and that day ain't gonna be good, and it's coming sooner than you think. And when it get here, the people you wrong is the people you gonna see. You gonna see them pass by. You gonna see them in your dreams. God is going to prepare a table in front of you with them bad people you look down on. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave now that it's getting real. Don't leave. Don't leave. This ain't for entertainment, baby. This not for entertainment. This real life. Entertainment is on the other channel. Don't run away now. See, a lot of y'all want to leave because if y'all never knew it, you can't be held accountable. But you know it because Miss Jerry telling you. And see, now you want to run away. You can run away from Miss Jerry page, baby. But you can't run away from the Lord. No way, no how. No way. So all of y'all that's out here being racist, and all of y'all that's out here doing wrong and doing dirty deeds to people, y'all day coming, baby. I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. All I'm going to tell y'all, get right with the Lord while you still have time. Because if you don't, He's going to get right with you. And you ain't going to like it. You ain't going to like it at all. You understand that? Kill them wicked ways. Kill them evil ways, y'all. You understand? Y'all remember that song, Till You Do Me Right, by Take 5. Change your evil ways. Change your ways, baby. Change your ways. You can run from this Jerry channel, but you can't run from the Lord, and you can't run from the truth. God ain't got time for that with y'all. We children of the same Father. There should be no reason whatsoever for nobody to look at another human being and say, I hate them. Because of how they look. It shouldn't be no reason at all. Because how they look shouldn't even concern you. What should concern you is how you look at them. Y'all, let me tell you, I got another example. If y'all remember the development that I showed y'all over here off of Euclid Beach, remember I said there was $1 billion complex at one time? It housed nothing but the richest of richest people. Now it's a low income place. Okay? And it housed black and white. The other day I was leaving out a Family Dollar. And this white lady, she was in a wheelchair. She looked at me, she said, "Hey, you got 50 cents?" I said, "I sure do, but I'm not going to give it to you asking me like that." Y'all, Most High stopped me right in my tracks. He said, not only are you going to give her 50 cents, but you going to give her $1. Go in your purse and give her 4 coins. Now, y'all think I ain't doing it? God said to me, Most High said to me, "Who do you think you are? You don't treat nobody like that." Y'all can leave. And I told her, "Have a blessed day, ma'am." And I walked away. Like a scorned kid that had just got beat up by their parents for being rude. Y'all feel good to be in the presence of the Lord. It feels so good. When y'all see me smile, y'all, that's because I done tarried with Most High all day. My day been calm, peaceful, and nice. The world ain't gonna give y'all that. People ain't gonna let y'all have that. That only comes from the Lord. That comes from obedience. From obedience comes abundance. From abundance come blessings, grace, and mercy. Y'all, if I hadn't never said, when I get monetized, my first 3 paychecks were gonna be to bless my community. If I wouldn't have never spoke that out loud, it would have came right now. Ain't everything meant for the devil to hear. Sometimes you seriously got to sit and pray in your mind and meditate and become one-on-one with the Lord. That's why it is good to learn to meditate. Because when you meditate, you talking directly to the Lord. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel said, "God blessing you, Miss Jerry." Yes, he is. Yes. Above all things. And he keeping me, Daniel. And he literally ain't letting no hurt, harm, or danger come to me. None. I be in the presence of the Lord. You know? I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a pleaser. I want to be pleasing to the person that pleases me with no problem. Y'all, can y'all go to the rock? Huh? Can the rock cry out for you? Huh? Can you say, "Babe, can you pray for me? I can't pray right now." Do y'all got that type of person in y'all life? If not, talk to the Lord. Y'all do have them. Y'all got that person. If y'all in my community, I know y'all with the Lord. If y'all in my community, hey, hey, Stack, how you been, babe? If y'all in a community with me, y'all got them type of people on y'all back, on y'all side, in y'all path. Ain't that right, Stack? Because me and Mr. Jerry always pray for you. I don't know what it is about you. When I come to Houston, I want you to take me to a nice restaurant. You hear me? I want to meet your kids and I want to meet your wife. I really do. Because for some strange reason, I pray for you. You, Battle Bean, and Callie. That's right. Battle Bean and Callie are past, are my past community, family, community brother and sisters. But I got a feeling they done found their way back up in here some kind of way, especially Battle Bean. Battle Bean ain't gonna leave me. Mm-mm. If God give me anything to tell you, baby, I'm gonna tell you. Right on this line. Stack, you stay with the Lord, baby. You stay with him. Because he gonna keep on saving you. Y'all see, y'all don't understand something. We judge. Humans judge. Our Father forgives and accepts. He ain't got time to judge. He wants his children. He wants us made whole and in his image. He wants us to represent him in every way. Y'all know what? I'm a cusser. And in due season, he gonna take it out of me. But sometimes you got to go bold in order for people to hear you. My mama was a cussing Christian. I know my mama got a mansion in heaven. And I look just like her. You know what? My mama's proud of me. I hear her tell me that all the time. Shell, I had you all wrong. Y'all know it's the black people. If y'all go back and look at some of my story times, y'all can tell the story behind the black people. Don't it feel good to be in his presence? Yeah. Who gives a damn what the world think about you? The world ain't gonna give it, and the world ain't gonna take it. You understand that? They damn sure ain't gonna give it. So don't worry about what nobody say about you. Worry about what the Lord see you do. That's what y'all worry about. Do all things and let him direct you. Y'all hear me? When God gives it to you, the world can't mess with it. It's a lot of y'all right now. Y'all waiting on money. And y'all wondering why it ain't coming the way y'all want it to come. You ain't gave enough. You understand? You ain't cared enough. You understand? You got to give a little bit more. You got to care a little bit more. To get a piece of that cattle on 1,000 hills, y'all, it ain't easy. But it's worth it. Y'all hear me? You sound Can you hear me now? I don't know why that is. That's YouTube then, because it ain't me. It sure ain't Miss Jerry, baby. Yep. It's sad. It's just really sad. It's sad at the things go through in this world, and then you die and don't never get to see or meet the Lord. It's sad. It's sad, y'all. Don't nobody want to go through that. You can hear me, babe? Okay. So that got to be your phone, Nick. Where you at? Yeah. I'm tell y'all got to stay with the Lord. Y'all got to trust in God. Most High. Y'all, this walk ain't easy. It ain't. Every single day, y'all, for 30 days and beyond, I was getting hit with blow after blow after blow after blow. I'm talking about y'all, the 4th of July is when my husband seen it. Mr. Jerry came. Mr. Jerry got a jump. Remember that? Came way from North Carolina to be with me for the 4th of July. And I ain't want my husband to leave. Now that all of that play happened, Most High put me in a trance and let me relive that time. And you know what he said to me? You know why I let that happen? Oh, his car did need to be repaired. But I let it happen like that so it wouldn't be hard for you to let him go. Because y'all ain't want my husband to leave me. I sure did. I was thinking of every reason for him to stay there with me. And he'll tell you that I ain't want him to leave. Lord knows I did. I'm like, babe, I did not want my husband to leave. And Most High fixed it. So when he left, I didn't mourn. I went live and I prayed and I worried. You understand? He put me in a place to give thanks and be grateful and pray to him. And my husband made it. See, we don't understand the storm when it's happening. But after the storm done passed, y'all, and you got time to sit there and you meditate, it come back from your chain of thoughts and your memory, and you think of it, and you be like, Lord, have mercy. Y'all, that's why I keep telling y'all, you got to know how to meditate. When you meditate, you can hear the Lord. He speaks to you. He shows you things. But you got to meditate to get to it. Ain't everything meant for the devil, y'all. Not even things that the Lord wants to show you and wants you to know. It ain't meant for him. I'm trying to tell y'all. You understand that? Look how that young girl, it was that day that the young girl, was on live singing praises to the Lord, giving the Lord everything she thought he deserved. All the honor and glory. It was that day. Y'all, give it to him. If it ain't nothing but 5 minutes out of your day, give it to him. I'm trying to tell y'all. 5 minutes can turn into 5 million. Y'all don't know until you try. It's good to be, I don't know who, I forgot the guy. That guy that made that song, that's one of the best songs. That he made that song from his heart because it does feel good. And then when I heard, I said it do feel good to be in God's presence. It's peaceful. It's humbling. It's settling. It's wonderful. It's everything good, y'all. World ain't gonna give us that. It's gonna tell us everything but what we wanna know. And it's gonna all be there. That's how it is. That's how it is. It's so many judgmental people in my community and on YouTube. It's unbelievable. If you judge, baby, you gonna be judged. If you murmur, the world gonna murmur back at you. You understand? But if you grateful, grace you shall receive. Through all things, y'all. Through all things. Don't just go to the Lord when things going wrong, cause he's gonna be there. Listen. No matter how bad things get, he's gonna be there, y'all. Because he's Jesus. He's the Lord. He promised us that. And he ain't failed us. He ain't left us alone. He ain't been nothing but good to us. Even when we know we didn't deserve it. We be out here drinking, smoking, cutting up, cussing, fussing, killing, shooting, whooping, hollering, swearing, kicking, all that shit. And he still say, you know what? Come here. He still do that. He spank us a little bit when we be bad, but he blesses us abundantly when we do good. Don't keep running to him when it gets thick and raggedy. Don't keep doing that. Take 5 minutes, y'all. Take 5 minutes every day and tell him thank you. Where would you be if it had not been for the Lord, y'all? Where would you be? What would you be doing? How would you be doing it if it wasn't for the Lord? If it had not been for the Lord on your side, where would you be? What would you be doing? Now, let me tell y'all what I lost in being hard-headed and not talking to the Lord and rest assuring that it was him. My nice little job that paid under the table, I lost because I couldn't get there. No, correction, I could get there because my boss, he wanted to send an Uber for me, but I couldn't leave my house. It's my house. I couldn't leave my dog. I couldn't think, y'all. But as soon as I calm down and put myself in the realm of Most High, everything works out. Why I couldn't do that in the first place? Where would I be if it had not been for the Lord on my side? Where would I be? What would I be doing? Y'all probably be in jail, doing a bit, or I'd probably be dead. Because the world that I lived in, it was fast. And it didn't have no friends. You understand that? So see, when I sit out here in van life's gonna do some things for people and have done some things for people. Van life done cleansed a lot of people's souls, minds, bodies, and spirits, and done showed them what's important in life. Big fancy houses ain't important. The latest cars ain't important. All the clothes in the world ain't important. Having things abundantly ain't important. What's important is life and life journey and knowing who you belong to and doing and keeping His word and doing His will. Van life change you mentally. It accentuates absolutely faith, grace, glory. Y'all, it's grace and mercy that has really brought me this far. You understand? When you realize stuff, you're supposed to change stuff. You understand? Y'all, me and Cutie Pie could have been there. We sleeping in a bed in the wild blue yonder. It really, 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 really makes you see how good Most High is, and how His love and His grace is sufficient enough for you. I'm trying to tell you, where would I be? I'm out here sleeping in a van, y'all, at a hospital. How much safety around me for real all night, all day? The angels watching over me through the Lord. Y'all hear me? You really learn to appreciate Most High and His grace and mercy. You learn what's important. You learn what you can do with and what you can do without. And you learn real quick you can do without a lot of bullshit that you got going on in your life. And you know what else? You get a peace, y'all, out here that the world ain't gonna never give you. And you grab it and you hold it and you ask the Lord, don't let it go. You understand? Y'all, I done been frustrated and I done been aggravated, but I done been more at peace since I've been out here on van life than I have ever been in my life. The only person I'm missing is all day long. Do y'all hear me? That's the only person I'm missing. Because the last time I seen him was in July when Mr. Jerry coming to Miss Jerry this month right here. I'm going to get to see my husband. You understand? Wait a minute. Yeah, can you, it's too loud. Wait a minute. Now can you hear me? Can you hear me? Y'all, I promise y'all, I just knocked the frost off. I promise y'all. I've been at most, the only person that I'm missing is my husband. Because the Lord is with me every step of the way. And the only person I'm missing is my husband. And I'd be so glad when we see each other again. But he got my back. He got my back. He right there with me. Every tear I shed, every aggravation I go through, every storm that decide it want to come on me and linger on me. Yeah. We literally night and day, y'all. But we fit. And we're together. And we one under the Lord. Yeah. I go off. Mr. Jerry cool and calm as a button. I flip. Mr. Jerry cool and calm as a button. Y'all hear me? I cuss and fuss. Mr. Jerry speaks so soft and gentle. Y'all hear me? My mind be running ragged. Mr. Jerry sits still and prays. We're literally night and day. But the Lord saw fit that put us together. You know why? Because one day, I'm going to be the same way Mr. Jerry is. In due season. And I'm getting there. I know I'm getting there. I can tell. I can tell. Because see what the Lord do, the Lord let my body or let my head, let something start hurting on me. And I'd be like, I don't feel like dealing with this today. If I wake up with an ache or a pain, I know that's the day the Lord want me to just go where I'm going to go, get myself together, and lay down and sit still. And that's what I do. That's what I do. See, you got to learn as time go on, y'all, and y'all grow in the Lord, y'all gonna know when it's God, when it's Most High. You gonna know. I'm telling you, you gonna know. You gonna know when to sit still. Y'all hear me? Miss Jerry don't wake up every day with aches and pains. But when I do, I know what I need to do. Be still, child. I need everything around me to be still. And that's what I do. I cover these windows. I close up these windows. I grab my dog and I curl up and I talk to the Lord first, and then I talk to my husband. When I'm done talking to both of them, I get on YouTube. And I patronize the people I patronize. See, you got to know, as time go on, y'all gonna be able to recognize all things in y'all life. Y'all gonna know what the high days mean, and y'all gonna know what the low days mean. Y'all hear me? Cause some people low days mean keep it moving. And some people low days mean be still. Some people high days mean be still. And some people high days mean keep it moving. You see? But you ain't gonna know until you delight yourself in Most High and let Him direct your path. So see, I already know. If I wake up, y'all, and I'm just in a bummed out mood, which I never do. And what I mean by a bummed out mood, my arm may be hurting, or my back, or my Crohn's disease may be acting up. I know what that means. Sit still, child. Go be still, cause the devil got some plan, and he ready to mess with you, and I don't want that to happen. See, you got to know. And just like I tell the Lord, I talked to my father about YouTube. I said, Lord, this discouraging. I don't want to go on here. You handle my business, and I'm going to handle yours. That's what I hear. That's right. That's right. And then I got to remember, y'all, it's people that really, really, really on this journey with me. Y'all hear me? And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me up, and that's why I'm like, nah, I got to get online. I got to talk to my community. I got to let them know things. Yeah, because I don't want nobody to lose hope, and I don't want nobody to lose faith. You understand? Because your sunshine ain't came in yet. It's coming. It's coming. Remember, like Braylon and Brian said, when you ask the Lord for something, it comes, but it takes so long. You know why? Because He got to make sure you worthy of what you asking Him for. Look how long it took me to get to Mr. Jerry. Look how long it took Mr. Jerry to get to me. Look at the stuff we done been through. But we made it. In His time. In His seasons. Not ours. Our time ain't never been the Lord's time. Our season ain't never been His season. But when the sunshine comes, y'all, because it's coming. The day you ask the Lord for something, it's on its way that day. The only person that can delay anything from reaching them is us. We the only ones that can do that. We the only ones that got the power to do that. To delay anything we ask the Lord for. We do that. The Lord don't do that. We do that, y'all. And I told him. I said it was delayed for a reason, babe. You may not understand it right now. But by and by, it's going to come to you. Everything I go through, y'all, when I get in the presence of just me and my Father, and I close my eyes, and I meditate, and I talk to Him, my mental compass open up. And everything be revealed. Everything be revealed in His time. He reveals it, y'all. All things. Y'all hear me? Y'all listen to Miss Jim. It's a lot of y'all out here being blessed too. Got a lot. God done gave y'all a lot. And He gonna continue to do it as long as you stay in His presence. Amen, y'all. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Williams of 1969. Together with the Lord. Amen. Amen, y'all. I'm gone. Bye. I'll be back soon. Y'all see me in the wind. Keep on trusting God and keep on praying. One for the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name. Bye, y'all. Bye.